Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know it does not work without you, so I appreciate each and every one of you guys and you ladies being here. Shout out to all of you, because without you, it does not work, and I have got the best fans and supporters that anybody could ever imagine, and I appreciate you. Rough day for the Prescott Ebarb family, finding out that Dak Prescott's grandmother has passed away. My thoughts and prayers go out to them. It's interesting tonight because you know how the season and the preseason started. We had so many trolls in our live streams, Eagle fans and Washington fans and Giant fans, everybody having hope for the season, because you really don't honestly know what a season is going to be like. Let's be real here. We really don't know. It could be that you're going to have a great season. People looked and said the 49ers, they're going to be great, but right now you look at it and say, not so much. You looked at Washington. Some people thought that they might be one of the best teams in the NFC, and right now they're just awful. And even some people thought that maybe the Eagles could be the second best team in the NFC East. Well, they could be, because, everybody else is that bad. They used to come in and troll like crazy. I don't believe that Philadelphia even showed up tonight. We used to have, although Bird Gang, shout out to you, you did show up, even though I told you that picture of you in Vegas, where the flames, I said those flames were representing the Eagles season that's just going up in flames. And I'm wondering, if you guys lose to the Lions, how you guys will react. I just really want to know how you guys will react. But be that as it may, the talk of the town in the NFL, of course, is the Dallas Cowboys. And will Dak Prescott play or not play? Here's my mindset on this whole thing. Is if Dak is healthy and not risking this leg, because I'm worried that this calf injury is tied to the ankle injury, that maybe, from the healing process, it's been a little too tight and things like that, and still needing some more work and rehab. I remember somebody once said to me that having a major surgery, it literally takes a year to recover. Well, we're right about that year, so we don't know if all the muscles and the tendons and everything else are as pliable as they used to be. And the last thing we would want to have happen is that this calf strain ends up being a rupture, ruptured Achilles tendon or ruptured calf muscle, and now we took what could have been, one game being out, and all of a sudden now it's the season or 5 or 6 games or something like that. And you have to look at the long picture of the situation. But I feel like this is now a team that is looking at the collection more than the individual. And that this team has been so good at weathering losing players. Typically in the past, I remember when we went against the Atlanta Falcons and Tyron Smith went out, and it ended up being that Claiborne ended up making a career game against Chaz Green. The Dak Prescott got sacked 8 times, but it wasn't just Tyron Smith. It was also losing Sean Lee. Sean Lee being gone, the Dallas defense gave up 100 yards more on the ground, and Zeke Elliott not being there. I think Zeke wasn't in there at that game too. So it was a collection of 3 players being lost, 3 key players, that the team literally went to shit. But we've lost key players this year. We lost Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence and Michael Gallup at the same time. We lost Zach Martin the opening game and have a guy, Connor McGovern, come in and play lights out. We lost Lyle Collins for 5 games, and we played so good that he can't get a starting spot back. We've lost DeMarcus Lawrence since week 1, and who knows when he'll come back. We lost Namel Gallimore. We've been able to, Donovan Wilson is just getting back. We have been able to weather the storm because collectively we are a good team all around. Now, losing a quarterback is not the same as losing an edge rusher. I'll give you that. But we have so many good players that are looking at the collective good. If you're Lyle Collins, and the reason I say this is because looking at Lyle Collins, who wasn't injured, comes back and basically has, at least for the moment, lost his starting job. They've gone through and said, you're the backup for that guy who's younger and cheaper. And you're also the backup at guard, the position that you really didn't want to play because you want to play tackle. And instead of him being upset, he basically says, wherever they need me is where I'll go. If that's guard or tackle or as a backup, I'll do whatever it takes for this team to win. You look at a guy like Van Der Esch, who was a little upset when we let go of Jalen Smith, who could have been really upset because he didn't get the 5th-year option or the new contract. Instead, he goes out and he plays lights out. We've got guys that are having to split time and share time instead of Tony Pollard being mad that why, I'm rated as biggest playmaking back in football. Why am I not getting more time? Me, give me the ball. He's not. He recognizes I'll get opportunities when and where the team needs me to win. And this is a bigger calling than any individual thing. And this is where I believe if Dak can't go, that you'll see the team rally around Cooper Rush and help to elevate him to hold serve while we wait for Dak to get ready. I believe that. And maybe I'm wrong. But when I went into the season, I didn't go into the season thinking the Cowboys were going to go 16-1. I figured we're going to lose some games. I said 12-5. And maybe this is one of those games that we lose because we don't have our quarterback there. But I'm not ready to give in the towel yet because I look at the Minnesota Vikings. They're not exactly raising any cane out there. They're not a great team. This isn't Tampa Bay or the Rams. This is Minnesota Vikings with Kirk Cousins. And I give the Cowboys, who last year beat them with an atrocious defense, with Zeke Elliott not at his peak, an offensive line that was in shambles, and an Andy Dalton as our quarterback. I believe in this team. And Wiggle, whoever you were, bro, you had to be kidding. I really hope that you're not quite that crazy. To think that the Minnesota Vikings won the Herschel Walker trade, dude, you really don't understand football, do you? But hey, it's the end of the day. I'm tired, boss. And I need to try and get some extra rest because Sunday is going to be about an 11-hour long stream. Because we'll start out with the Eagles, flow into Washington, and flow right into the Cowboys. Hopefully, our quarterback, Dak Prescott, will be there. If not, all hail Cooper Rush. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. And make sure that right now, you tell the people that you care about them.